This movie is the sequel to 2022 Death on the Nile, and it's based on the 1969 novel Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. It tells a story about Hercule Poirot, who is now retired and living in his own exile, but reluctantly attends a seance. When one of the guests is murdered, it is up to the former detective to once again uncover the killer. First of all, this movie tries to create a chilling atmosphere as the settings suggest an eeriness that the film successfully builds, at least in the first act. It's obvious that the movie strives for a horror atmosphere to elevate the stakes of the central mystery with its tougher and nastier horror feel. Unfortunately, the movie is wasting its atmospheric setting and its fantastic cast. The movie is really snoozy and uninvolving as the story hops between formulaic plot beats of the franchise. The script creates a mediocre plot and mystery around its basic premise. The change of location should have worked well as it's playing right into the formula, but some of it takes place in the gloomy palazzo that feels more cliched than spooky. The production design of the interiors is dominated by drab colors and shot with a muddy look. The movie's decision to use horror approach also creates a huge question mark. It's wasting what compelling mystery it has by trying to effectively blend crime investigation with horror. The question of whether Poirot might abandon logic and be convinced that ghosts exist really comes up half-heartedly. The movie revolves around ghosts and hauntings, and there are jump scares sprinkled throughout this film. Even the central death scene is much more visceral and explicit than in the previous two films. However, it makes no confirmed statement on whether the horror of this film comes from humanity or the supernatural stuff. It fails to get to the root of the horror that pervades the mystery as well. As the body count rises, the film forgets to convey how frightening it is to be walking amongst a human who could snap at any moment. Eventually, all of those frights are just an obnoxious distraction from the film's startling lack of intrigue. The movie doesn't allow the viewers to spend enough time with the characters to get a sense of their personalities beyond a single monologue for each. It's trying on many different approaches in terms of the direction, but this integrated form of direction feels jarring and out of place. The ending turns out to be a big exposition dump instead of piecing all the clues together to give you the answer. Overall, we do not recommend to watch this in theaters. Just wait on your streaming service.